Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome back to the Abomination stream, or the Abominable stream. Oh, yes, that. Oh, someone's calling me now. I'm not gonna answer.
Oh boy.
Uh, no, I'm not gonna. No, I forgot the airplane mode. Okay. Welcome, Chase.
Welcome, Nemo,
Thank
to
you.
my stream.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna draw now, right?
I can. That might be a fun idea. I take over your stream and you draw, and you take over my stream and you play a game. That'd be
Well, I
fun.
think I can play games decently, or somewhat.
I don't
So
know,
that
man. We
should.
played Ark together, and
Well, that was because of the game itself. Like it was a little buggy. Oh, hello, Fiddle. What do you want to see? You're having a very strange conversation with your girlfriend over on Discord. We don't want to know about horses and how you employ those in your
yeah.
relationships. Relationship.
Hey, I was in a group call with Fiddle and his girlfriend earlier, and I did see her feet, so that was appreciated. she she started live streaming because this guy was carrying a chair in public. I
Where?
Like he was just walking across a crosswalk with a chair.
That is interesting. That sounds like something that could happen here. Where does she live again?
I'm assuming Sweden, if she's Fiddle's
Sweden.
girlfriend.
Is she also living in
Maybe.
Sweden? You saw boots. Okay, that's a little
I
different.
didn't I didn't say bare feet, I said feet. So I am still right. Oh, the Netherlands, okay. I kind of wondered based on her accent. She didn't sound totally Swedish to me.
I cannot recognize, probably, I cannot tell a Swedish and Dutch accent apart, I guess.
That's
Although I
because
have,
you never watched the Austin Powers movie,
I
Goldmember.
I have actually. It's been so long. You mean? Oh, but I watched it in Italian, so I guess. You mean for the lady there? It was there.
No, Goldmember. He's Dutch.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have a Dutch accent. I think he was German, Italian, in the Italian voice acting, voiceover dub. It was German-ish.
Austin Powers is awesome. The original movie is actually like one of the funniest parodies ever, in my opinion.
It was pretty funny.
The second movie is not so much. They started to become a little too much of a self parody to me. But the original, as like a James Bond parody, is absolutely hilarious.
Long
Especially Doctor
distance
Evil.
relationship.
Doctor Evil refusing to kill Austin Powers immediately. He's like, "We're gonna put him in the Shark Tank, but we're gonna close the door so we can't see." And his son Scott is like, "Why don't you just shoot him in the head now?" And Doctor Evil's like, "Scott, you really don't get it, do you?" And Scott's like, he might get away. Like, you're not even gonna watch him die. I don't know. It's just very funny parody of what actually happens in James
Yeah,
Bond.
yeah. That makes sense.
When the villain just doesn't kill James Bond and just decides to start giving a monologue.
Oh, you mean Mini Me, Fiddle?
Yeah, mini me.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again. It's been so long. Oh, it's been what, 20 years, I think. Something like that.
Who's Scott? Oh, hi, Cheese. Scott, Dr. Evil's son, played by Seth Green.
read those parts. This should be like indents, I guess. Some sort of.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cheese, but you missed us talking about Fiddle's girlfriend's feet, so I know that would have interested you.
Yay!
Actually, Cheese, have you seen the new activity thing? Do you have it as well?
On Discord. You sure among
I'm
yourselves?
wondering.
Huh?
I'm
What?
wondering if he has it too.
No, the activity. Yeah, there is. Um, apparently, there is a new button called Activities, or Activity, what is it? On Discord when you talk with someone, and you can share stuff like games and whatnot. Some simple games, obviously, and watch YouTube
No,
videos.
Fiddle Nemo didn't have it either.
No.
Cheese, join the other voice channel and see if the option pops up for you.
I think it's an A/B testing type of thing, so it might be why it's not.
So I got
visible
lucky
yet.
then.
I guess. Maybe they're testing it with a few.
Oh, Cheese says he saw it on his server.
Oh, you saw it? Okay. Okay, then it's just me and Fiddle.
Maybe it is like a European thing.
It could be. Easy to test out. Just use the VPN and see.
Yeah, you do have to join a voice chat.
Yes, you do. You do.
Because I was talking with Fiddle earlier, and then later I talked with Nemo to see if they both had it, and they didn't.
Unfortunately.
It was pretty cool, though. I like the fact that you can watch YouTube videos together.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not streaming, you. Oh, okay. Well, you probably see them without delay, and you can hear the audio. I guess it's similar though to streaming, no? Like, okay, well, you can actually interact. It makes much less sense for the videos, I guess, because if you stream, you're still watching the video together. So
Yeah, you can do share screen, but I felt like it was more stable because it felt like it was built into the app.
yeah, it was a little less pixelated than usual. So I guess it doesn't depend on your connection, obviously.
Chase sucked at golf. I was just
did
testing
too.
it.
I did too. The small test that I did.
I need to get Nemo, Fiddle, and Cheese, and we're all going to play the golf game together.
We could do that, and you could stream it.
You can actually have like up to 8 people play it at the same time.
8
which
people.
sounds.
Well, I haven't had as many friends, so.
If you have Nitro, there's a poker game you can play too.
I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to bet money against you playing poker.
Oh, and there's a sketching app too. You can sketch together with everyone.
Interesting. Well, something like Magma Studio.
But I am not paying for Nitro, so that's not going to happen.
Likewise. Same here. I don't think it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think it would be better than Magma Cheese, even like just knowing Discord's latency issues.
It says, oh.
When Nemo and I were playing the golf game earlier, it didn't seem too bad. Like it wasn't very laggy or anything.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't laggy at all. Reminds me of those. So, okay, there was a TV network named Game Network here. It was a UK channel that I could see because I had a satellite. obviously. And they actually had an Italian um, version, or they were actually airing from Italy sometimes. And they had these like party games that you would play by sending messages with your phone. And so it kind of reminds me of those games, those kind of games. Obviously, much better in terms of quality, but it does remind me of those. I did get the same type of vibe. I will have to check why I get that small. I don't know how to call it. It's not even latency or delay. It's just that. So when I was painting or drawing in Magma, I was getting, so I would put down a stroke and it would not start drawing until after a few, like millimeters. So that's really annoying if you're trying to draw something, because you cannot do this, not make dots and stuff. So I have to figure that out, because otherwise it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's unusable for me, but it's really not fun to use. Really unfun to use.
Emperor of Cheese, are you still there?
No.
I'm gonna give you an assignment.
But he's gonna eat.
I need you to make a 3D model of an anchor for me, please.
Anchor, like a ship's anchor?
Yes, like a ship's anchor. Because I'm having trouble making one in Blender, and I wanted to use it as a prop for a temple in my game.
We didn't know how you look like, Fiddle. Oh, maybe you look like a dragon maid from Yu-Gi-Oh! I hate dragon maids.
They're
The
annoying.
deck. And also the looks. But mainly the deck. And also mainly the looks.
The actual dragons in the Dragon Maid deck are pretty cool.
The dragons,
but
yeah.
the smaller ones, like the feminine actual human half dragon buff, is very weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It strikes that vibe I really don't like. And I mentioned many times.
I know what they're doing, because they're obviously referencing Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maids, but it's very blatant, actually.
Well, humans, will they ever learn? Miss Nemo will know under Halloween. You're gonna. Oh, okay, well, you do not have my address or address, so it's fine. I feel safe. I'm not gonna open any email coming from you.
You sent it to me on Discord. I'm unfriending you, Fiddle.
Fake email. I do not open fake emails. Like emails that look fake. Like from strange senders.
I don't really get any fake emails.
No? Are you kidding? Really?
I don't.
You don't get any spam at all? Like from very strange...
No.
Oh.
Pretty much all the spam I get are like phone calls and text messages. That's it.
Oh, that's interesting. I get a lot of spam emails, like a lot. I spend at least 10 minutes a day erasing all my spam. I get hundreds. I used to get more, now it's a little better, but it's still pretty annoying.
Only Fabio knows what I look like. I'll send you a picture of myself if you send me a picture of you.
I know what he looks like. You also know what I look like. That was, but that's pretty much everybody on Instagram, I guess. Although that's not a photo, so technically I could be different. I am different now because I'm older. That's from 2017.
Which I don't know what you're talking about. You have a drawing of yourself on Instagram?
Oh, I used to. I don't think I do it now. I probably don't now.
Was it the one you had before you changed to the dragon picture?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I do remember that, but I didn't know that if that was you or not.
Yeah, I know. I had a self-portrait because I was posting mostly like traditional art stuff before, so I thought it made sense to show that I was actually able to do a portrait, and that was pretty similar. In any case, or I would say very similar to how it looked like when I was younger. Now I do not look like that at all. Sadly, I would say. Was it the one Watts used? Wait. Which one Watts used? If you mean the one that was appearing on Google, that was not intentional. That was because I made an article, I wrote an article about the Watts Atelier on my own art blog years ago, and for some reason Google picked it up, and so when you looked up Watts Atelier, you saw my portrait. It was very strange. It's the first thing that popped up. The center. No. I know there is someone with the same name. But it's not me. Yeah, I do not. I don't want to be associated to Italian politicians, which I despise greatly. Across the board.
Well, I'm glad that other countries aren't that different from America then.
Yeah, like if you want to be pretty sure you find illiterate people, just go to the parliament here. Illiterate and drug addicts and whatnot.
There you go, Emperor Cheese. I sent you a photo of myself.
These people are dating on my stream.
Tell me if that's what you expected me to look like.
This thing is taking so long. Very intricate.
Yeah, all of these veiny stuff is making me feel uncomfortable.
Well, it's supposed to be gross.
That's kind of the point, I guess.
Unfortunately, Vinova is more or less like this. It's like made of gross stuff. So you have your Eldritch Horror. Fiddle asks if you want to see him. Chase.
Sorry, Cheese messaged me and said that I look like Aragorn, which is
because you sent him a photo of Viggo Mortensen.
No, I sent him a photo of me. He just says
Oh,
that I look like Aragorn.
because you were cosplaying, or you just look like him?
I just look like him. I mean,
That's
he's
cool. That's enviable.
no, Fiddle. I don't want to see you because I know exactly what you're going to send me.
Fiddle is a jolly person.
Fiddle is a strange fellow.
You could find Cheese by his name on Facebook anyway. He's got a
I
picture
don't
of
know his
himself.
last name, and I think
That's
searching
right.
his first name will help.
That's right. Probably too many people with his first name.
That's an old picture. Yeah, don't you have like really long hair now or something?
He did have long hair in that picture too. Actually, apparently his hair was way shorter than usual when I met him in person. So I didn't get to experience the real Cheese. Just counterfeit Cheese.
Geez, am I better looking or uglier than you thought I'd be, based on the way I act on stream?
Cheese is very conscious and sensitive about his looks.
No. I just think people assume that I'm ugly because I'm a loudmouth.
I don't think so. At least I did not generally form an opinion of people based on the voice. I mean, somewhat, like not in terms of looks though.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can tell a lot about a person by the way they speak.
Interesting. Well, you can tell. Yeah, obviously you can tell some things, but look, I was doing that in the past. I stopped doing it when I saw the voice actress of Minnie Mouse. I was not expecting that. If you know what I mean. And I might not be able to say it on stream, but I was not expecting her to look like that.
Oh, Cheese sent me a photo of himself.
Okay. Hey.
You look like one of the Beatles.
A little bit. Yeah. But he didn't. He didn't when I met him in person. Now, I guess his hair is way longer. He sheds hair like a small dog. The hair is longer. The Fiddle? No, Fiddle doesn't sound ugly.
No. And you've got a girlfriend, so we know you're not an incel.
I've seen ugly people having girlfriends anyway.
That's true.
So
it's actually not uncommon.
Yeah, especially if they're rich, which we know Fiddle is not, like me. Although for some reason, Alessandro, he seems to think that I'm very rich, and you as well. He has this wrong.
I'm rich.
Yeah. He seems to think that artists and writers are rich, but he.
Oh God. I can debunk that real quick.
Nobody's ugly here. Or you mean okay? Here on the stream, I guess.
That's right. We're all kings here.
Yeah.
We're all very good-looking, charming gentlemen.
I wouldn't say I am good looking. I don't consider myself extremely good looking, just average probably. Apart from having a giant nose, which might be an ugly trait.
No, not necessarily. It depends, because like Roman noses, like the ones that kind of crook a little bit. Those are actually really nice.
Nah, mine is not crooked. It's kind of straight. Well,
I think
it's
that
not.
Women,
Yeah.
I've seen this trend of women that have like those sort of Roman crook noses, like getting surgery to, make it smaller, and they kind of look stub nosed after the surgery. I think that's a huge mistake, personally.
Yeah.
I do not like the sort of snub nosed, almost quasi Kardashian look that they try to go for with their nose.
Mhm.
But
No, your nose is not big. Cheese. Mine
no.
is. Or well, it's not like my nose is so big. It's that my face is smaller, so the nose looks bigger because the face is smaller. But he could testify my nose is quite big in person, although not as big as it could be, I guess. I had a schoolmate uh, who had an extremely large nose that was like way larger than mine. And it's funny because I cannot even breathe well from the nose, but because I've got a deviated septum a little bit, like most of my family members actually. So it's just annoying.
Nemo, are you nose pass?
No, no, not yet. No.
Can I rant about the fact that I like nose pass, but Probopass I think is a trash design?
You know, I don't even remember the second one.
I guess it's time for me to send a link. I get what they were doing with it, but that doesn't mean it's a good design. Even if it's a clever idea. I don't know if this is going to show up. I might have to check somewhere else.
Old nose pass. No, I wouldn't. I would draw my. So I used to draw myself as a cartoon, and I would over exaggerate the nose when I did. So in those, yeah, I could. Okay, see a fiddle.
Oodle.
Doodle. Doodle
Fiddle.
BC.
He's getting food. He's a foodle.
Oh, just a foodle. Forbidden. Sorry, I cannot click. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I don't like this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no. Just no. No. Oh. It's a big no.
Do you think you could redesign that, or do you think it's just like not workable?
I don't know. There isn't much to work with. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's just a bad idea, honestly. I don't know. Like, off the top of my head, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I might if I think about it, but just seeing it like that, no.
It sucks because I do like Nosepass. It's a simplish design.
Yeah, Nosepass is not bad.
But the idea is pretty unique. Like the way it's sort of built like a living magnet kind of thing. So the way its nose and how it sort of like moves around is pretty interesting.
That I do not remember. How it moves around. It
kind of uses like magnetism and hovers a little.
That's interesting. Oh, by the way, so I continued playing Tales of Arise. I think it's getting a little better. Once they start introducing other characters, it takes off a little better. So it almost seems like someone else is writing the story at this point, or the characters. But I don't think that's what happened. It's just that maybe they have more meaningful interactions with other characters.
Maybe they're trying to hook the audience with tropey anime stuff in the beginning, and then
it could be. It could be. Yeah. Seems to be getting better though. I'm liking it so far.
I will be doing an FF7 stream tomorrow.
Yay. Is Sam
I
gonna
mean,
join too?
I don't know. He might. I am going to, I've made like 3 different save files, so I'm going to show all of the necessary steps in order to get beta, which does take a little bit of preparation and setup, but it's worth it because once you get beta spell early, it kind of trivializes the rest of the game. So if you want to play FF7 on easy mode, I will show you how tomorrow in my stream.
There you go. Shameless plug. Shout out. Have you played Valkyria Chronicles? I have not. I wanted to, but I didn't. Did you? Did you, Chase?
Yeah, I don't recommend it unless you want to get really mad.
Really? Is it so like frustrating to play?
It certainly can be. That's the game I broke my mirror in my room over.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
But I'm also kind of a tryhard, and I was trying to get S rank on every map. So,
well, I don't care about that.
if you just play it normally, then you might be okay. I haven't played 4. I've only played the original.
Was it for PS2?
The original was a PS3 game, but they ported it to the Switch. Yeah.
Oh, I am getting confused with the Valkyrie Profile, I think.
That's a different game, yeah.
Yeah. I was getting confused. Valkyria Chronicles. You know what? I can't. Let me look it up just a second.
Valkyria Chronicles is more like a strategy game. Profiles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, never been interested in. No. I've seen people play it. I don't know. It doesn't seem interesting for me. I just not like the looks. So I don't think I would play it. Doesn't look like my genre. But I'm not so big on strategy games or like tactical RPGs.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Since you mentioned it, many years ago I would go to the flea market, and there was a guy who had a video game stall there, and he had like every used game you can imagine. He had like everything from Atari games all the way up to like PS4 games. So it's like a big booth with, he would sell things like if you remember the Power Glove for the NES, he had one of those that somebody came in and bought one time, and he had a used copy of Valkyrie Profile, which, if you don't know, is a very rare game to get physically, and I almost bought it back then. It was like $130.
Jeez. I didn't know it was so rare.
Yeah, it's probably even more now because that was before COVID and everything involving that. But
Guys.
I'm glad I didn't, because it would have just been sitting on my shelf, but I also kind of wanted it as a flex because I have tons of PS1 era physical games.
I regret selling some of mine. Mine. When I needed money to buy new games. So when I was a student.
Yeah, same cheese. I'm a collector too. I have a copy of Parasite Eve, but it's not unopened.
I'm not a collector anymore, but I was a wannabe collector. And then I didn't have enough money for that, so. Sadly, couldn't do it. I do like collecting books, but it's becoming very complicated to just move them around.
That's why I got a Kindle. My bookshelf is filled with books right now. I just can't give up the space for them anymore.
Physical copies, though. I am extremely materialistic when it comes to games and books. I know it doesn't make
I
sense for games because
yeah.
you do not play the box, but I still prefer, like, if I can get the physical copy, I will get it. Decent
I,
price.
I lo- I love the feel of physical books, the smell, and everything. My issue is when I read, I take lots of notes, and I
Mhm.
don't like writing physical notes in my books, like underlining or
Yeah,
highlighting.
yeah.
I prefer doing that on my Kindle. So,
Understandable.
oh, YouTube,
Hello,
sorry,
Saru. Welcome.
Saru.
Welcome, first time chatter. I'm even gonna finish just the first pass of Grayscale today. This thing is more
This is
complicated than I
cool.
thought.
We've got an emperor and a czar in the same chat.
That's incredible. Where's the queen? Or a king at this point, I guess.
Yeah, well, we don't have a queen anymore,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, you do not have it since a long time.
Well, I mean, in recent events.
Oh, it was funny that I was watching a podcast and there was a British interviewer. He was interviewing Jocko Willink. I don't know if you know him. And I think it was July 4th or somewhere towards that date. And when he said so, he said something like Happy July 4th, and the other said, "Oh yeah, Happy Treason Day, Happy Treason Die."
Yeah.
I didn't know it was still a thing nowadays. It's still so heartfelt.
British and Americans don't have a lot of love for each other. That's okay. There's no British people in our chat, I don't think.
Well, unless Saru is British, which might as well be. I have some
But
British
they're not.
friends. At least one. Opinions on British girls. I don't think I know.
I got
British
something to say. I will say that there's a reason why England decided to colonize so many other countries.
I dissociate with that, obviously, for practical reasons.
Yeah, cheese. The British girls are not the greatest of lookers.
It wasn't over tea. Well, something else happened, I guess, because of tea.
Are you talking about America?
Yeah.
It wasn't so much the tea, it was the taxes.
I know. It's just a joke.
That's kind of hilarious in hindsight. Like, could you imagine a modern country leaving over tea taxation? Stuff like that happens all the time now.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we took our rights more seriously back then than we do now.
I think so. Probably the correct rights. Oh man, this thing. Why did I draw something so complicated? Yeah, he went to war for a lot less, I guess. But I'm not an expert. I didn't really study. It's funny, we did not study the American Civil War here at school. At least my school.
A touchy topic.
Probably. It's weird because I was watching the Peanuts when I was a kid. And so I was expecting to study, that. Because there are a lot of episodes where they talk about the Civil War and stuff. But we didn't. And so I was very confused when I was a kid. Like, hey, why are we not... What's going on here? The TV is not telling the truth. Why?
I mean, I just kind of figured you guys focused on your own history. That's
Yeah,
sort of...
I guess. Yeah, I find it boring though. Honestly, or I found it boring. I had to study it.
I mean, I might be biased, but I do find American history really interesting. Like, it's very... I don't know, there's a lot happening throughout American history that's very odd, and lots of different conflicts and ideologies.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what America's always been about.
Well, I was still interested in like older history, like Roman, Greek, that kind of stuff. But nothing more modern than that. Like anything past the Middle Age became very for me.
Welcome back, Student 17.
Welcome back. Oh, it's so late. Welcome back.
Yeah, why are you still up?
You should go to sleep. Yes, yeah.
Hello, Emperoro of cheese.
The Emperoro. The Emperador of cheese of magia. Del forno.
The Emperor.
Emperador. I think it is in Spanish.
That's an awesome idea. Impero, like an emperor dog.
That is actually fun. Oh, are you gonna make a new monster description out of this? Impero. It could be a Pokemon though, given the name.
My 3 dog knights do need an emperor to serve. The Impero.
El Impero. I think Fiddle is eating.
Yeah, he was here, but
He left.
he had
Gotta
to
speak to him.
become Foodle.
Foodle. Yeah, Foodle left. Okay, so some parts missing. Alright. Yeah, drawing this thing really makes me want to swap style for a little while.
Go back to card art.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
It's good to vary it up.
Yeah. Keeps the interest a little more alive. Also because I've been doing this a lot recently. Because of someone.
True. I've been making you design lots of things.
No, it's been fun though. I really enjoyed actually doing the latest one that's like a mech. I don't know if I can mention the name, but that was pretty fun. It was challenging because I do not usually draw mechs, but it was also pretty fun. And what I meant to say, what I wrote in the message was simply that initially I had added way more detail to the legs, like a lot more. Like there were like those little indents that like Gundams have and whatnot. But
Right.
it looked really weird and overdone for a simple monster, so I just dialed back a little.
Yeah, they don't need to be too complicated like that.
It was pretty cool though. Yeah, I kind of like
Yeah,
how
I'm
it came out.
Yeah, I'm liking the design. I also think that the little dots you added as eyes make it a little more distinct too.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I think I might be done with the first layer. Might be done. I want to cover. I'm probably gonna cover this first. Yeah, cover this part here. A little bit. And okay.
Yeah, I don't know, Cheese, what Scorn, like, what is it? I know it's a horror game, but I'm not really sure, like, what exactly the premise is or what you do in the game. But
Never
I have heard
heard.
about it.
Outlast. I've not played that either. So I don't know.
Is it just a game where a monster is chasing you and you have to escape it?
Oh, monster chasing you. Interesting. No, let's try this. Let's duplicate this and then duplicate it again. Take this. Let's see what we can do.
Lots and lots of gore. Okay.
Interesting.
We saw plenty of realistic gore when I was streaming Oregon Trail the other day.
Very, very realistic.
That game is honestly so much fun. I want to stream it again sometime.
It's pretty fun, yeah.
I just like it because you never know what's going to happen while you're traveling.
Yeah, I noticed that they tend to get very sick very easily. So what's the explanation behind the radiation sickness? Because so that's the reason for the zombies, like radiation.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know that the game ever explains it because I don't know if it's that important. It's just a zombie version of Oregon Trail. Seems like you solve puzzles, fight a few enemies. The combat doesn't seem that developed, and traverse this hellish gore-like world. Okay.
Not zombie. Okay. Flesh. Kind of like this one. Oh, this is not horror. We like me. Just gory flesh.
Anyone ambitious for Dead Space, Resident Evil 4 this year? I'm not really into like Resident Evil games, to be honest. They just never really appealed to me personally.
I don't know. I played the original. I think it's gonna be the same. I'm not really interested that much. Dead Space, didn't play that. Might be interesting, but I usually prefer more subtle types of horror, like Dino Crisis. That's very subtle. It's not subtle, but I don't know. I prefer like zombies are a little just zombies. So
Yeah, we kind of talked about this before with Alien Isolation, but
yeah,
I tend to like horror games where you actually don't see the monsters all that much. It's more like they're in the background and
yeah.
you're kind of just waiting for them to attack you.
That's an awesome game. I might play it. Yeah, we'll play it again once I finish Tales. Been wanting to play it again. Pretty fun game. I mean, Alien Isolation, obviously.
Halloween is on a Monday, so you could do a Monday horror stream.
I could.
Just to break up the flow if you wanted to.
Oh, you mean like playing games?
Yeah.
I would have to get it on the PC though, because it's on my PS4.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't know if
You don't
that
have a
is...
capture card?
No.
Hmm.
It's also very far away from here. Well, not very far, but it's still another room, so it would be pretty annoying to hook up, like to disconnect it from there and hook it up. And it gets really hot, so I don't know if that would be bearable in terms of sound. It probably looks even better on the computer. I wonder if there's any mod for it.
For Alien Isolation?
Yeah, like to make it look even better. Sometimes people do on the PC. Like do visual upgrades through mods.
Let me look at Nexus mods and see what they have. Well, there's a reshading mod. There's a 1979 movie immersion mod. Interesting.
What does that do?
It kind of changes the graphics to look more like the 79 movie. Like you're playing as if you're in the movie.
Well, it already kind of feels like that.
There are some graphics tweets. Tweaks, not tweets. What am I saying? Got Twitter on my mind. Enhanced atmosphere reshade.
Yeah, see, there are some. I don't know if it's very cheap on Steam. I might get it. I still paid it like $6 only. I really like the fact that so I played it as I said on the PS4. I really like the beep the controller made because it's got a built-in speaker when the what's that called, the well, radar basically triggered. That was really fun. Well, scary.
Hey Alex, what's up?
Hello, good evening. Good evening. Still working in the Abomination here. We kind of finished the grayscale, the first layer of the grayscale, and I'm noticing that there are a few missing parts. So add them now. There you go. I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. I should probably, maybe I should have done the opposite. Let's continue. Probably be easier since it's a little jelly. Would have probably been easier instead of adding stuff to it. Just remove the highlights. That's too late.
Well, welcome back, Fiddle. And yes, I am Daddy.
Well, I am an actual dad, so.
Nemo is literal daddy.
I literally am.
I'm metaphorical daddy.
Getting rid of it.
Fiddle, I'm going to tell you right now, he's not going to say that, so.
No. Also, because how do you pronounce the smiley face there? Not smiley, just how do you pronounce that?
What, the uwu?
Uwu. Uwu. Do you pronounce it uwu? I don't think you pronounce it. It's just a face.
It's uwu, Oni-chan.
No. Remade picture, no thank you. I think I'm gonna pass this time. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually not this time. Every time, I will pass.
I was just trying to be kind and not dismissive. But yeah, that's the
Since when are you known for kindness?
uh 19.
Mis- Mr. I go to Yu-Gi-Oh Reddit and post my videos criticizing the artwork.
Yeah. Oh, did I? Yeah, I think I did. I was not criticizing the art. I was just saying, hey, look,
Yes, you were. Are you kidding me? Trap hole?
I was not. I was saying I don't like it. It's a piece of trash. I was not criticizing it.
That is criticizing.
It's not criticizing. It's just expressing my opinion. I'm sorry,
pretty sure if you
fanboy.
someone and said, "Hey, your art is freaking trash," it sounds pretty critical to me.
Well, it is trash. I should get paid to use that card in my deck. It looks so bad. It makes the whole deck look bad.
No, he wasn't just insulting it, cheese and fiddle. He made a whole video redoing the art to make it better. That's definitely criticism.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh art. Yu-Gi-Oh art. I simply redrew Trap Hole. That's a part. Because the art is objectively really bad. And so then I posted it on the Yu-Gi-Oh Reddit. I didn't get any hate though. I don't remember getting any hate. There were a couple people that said, well, I still prefer the original, but nobody was rude. Strange, right? It's Reddit.
I do think that you mentioned before that you went onto a Reddit and trolled somebody over their art, though.
Did I?
I think you said that.
I don't remember.
Like somebody drew something really bad, and so you decided to troll them about it, and it triggered them.
No, maybe you referred to the fact that I was trolling someone on Telegram, but about something else.
Not that it's difficult to trigger people on Reddit, but
Well, in general, yeah. I don't remember that. I might have. I just don't. It might have been because, like, the only instance I could have done something like that is if the person was extremely arrogant about it.
I hope when my game comes out, there's a Vikanauts subreddit. I'm gonna go in there and trash all my fans. People are gonna be like, "These are all of the glaring plot holes in Vikanauts." I'm gonna say, "Thanks for your money." If I, on that subject, if I could just be a little serious for a second, I do think that stuff like cinema sins and whatnot is, it's kind of like a bad way of analysis, of movie analysis, because now everybody thinks that every single nitpick adds up, and then therefore that means every movie is like really flawed in some way, just because there's some sort of like logical issue that they didn't consider or something.
Yeah.
And that's not really true. Like just because there's like something in one scene and it's not there the next, that doesn't make the movie trash or anything. So you can't just say like every little nitpick or thing that happens, every little imperfection means that the movie is not good. But, yeah.
So as you guys can probably see, I decided to not go that way, like the previous way. So adding shade in, but I'm gonna remove it because it's quicker on this thing. Otherwise, it's gonna take me forever. It's already taking forever. Hopefully, I can speed up the times a little bit.
Yeah, geez, it's not a big deal. Now, granted, there are certain circumstances, like in the last season of Game of Thrones, where they would just be having like a round table scene, and then like you could see someone's Starbucks coffee just sitting there that they forgot to take out. Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty serious.
but that also just shows that they didn't really care in the last season. So
Yeah, I guess. Well, I don't know. I was never into Game of Thrones because I don't like the general mood of the show.
my brother and I saw that, and we decided to come up with like an end lore reason. So like Starbucks exists in the Game of Thrones universe, and you can get like the dire wolf blend and things like that.
That's a valid reason, I guess.
Starbucks is probably better than Game of Thrones. Well, they're both cheap corporate products, so there's that.
Sword. Alright, let's add the rest now. I think this decision was way better than the previous one. Covered a lot of ground already. It's a bit like cheating, but it's gonna look very three-dimensional.
I want to send Nemo a pair of maracas for some reason.
Well, you could send him to cheese.
Yeah, you should send them to cheese, actually.
I don't think I can play maracas. Although I did live in Spain for a couple years when I was a kid. I don't think I can play them.
He likes maracas. Well, we were making a joke about Cheese's identity.
Just like that.
I'm not an expert on maracas. I can't do an F sharp. Okay.
Are they in a specific tune?
I fully admit that I'm ignorant on the mechanics of maracas. I just figured you'd shake them and they make noise.
They make noises
So-
like, oh, we were making them when we were kids though. So well, I mean, they make sounds like they got beans inside or something. That's all I know about maracas.
I mean,
They
I
seem
suppose you can
fun.
shake them in a certain way and they make different noises, but
Yeah, I don't know. Assume.
I've never written a symphony with maracas though, so
The Maraca Symphony. Maracada. The Maracada. Nice.
imagine being a hitman killing people with maracas, scaring the victim so they die by a heart attack.
That's
Sounds
really
like a
sad.
Batman villain.
You're a villain. You clear the R. You think like a villain.
I'm actually looking up if there's like a mariachi like comic book villain. I don't see one, so if anyone wants to make a mariachi Batman villain, there's plenty of space to make one. Maybe you could like combine the word macabre with maraca, like macabre. That could be his name.
Macabre. It's
Macabre.
yeah, it's a goat. A goat. Macabre. Why does everything sound vaguely enticing in Spanish? Because you say it that way.
Because you've never sung the song La Cucaracha.
Well, I know it. Well, I mean, I heard it.
Like a corn dog. You shake a corn dog and I don't know, it screams something. Okay. Are you saying like you put those maraca beans inside the corn dog and you bite into it and you're not expecting it?
Oh, nice.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
They got radio too. Radio 101.
Listen, if you've ever been on one of my streams, you know that I just start singing at random times, especially when I'm bored.
That is right.
Cheese is requesting a song from you.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
What's a good Italian song?
None. The one that was never written, probably. I hate.
I don't think that's true. There's good Italian singers.
Well, it depends on what you mean by singer. If you mean pop, I would say no. I hate Italian pop. Big time. Well, I don't like pop music in general, but Italian pop is so trash. Especially nowadays, it's just complete utter. In words I cannot repeat, but it's real trash.
Well, that's most pop, not just Italian.
Also, well, I mean, in general, yeah, I guess, but I have something particularly vicious against Italian pop.
What about
could understand the words.
Andrea Bocelli?
Well, he's good, but that's why I said pop. He's not a pop singer, although
kind of.
Okay, some of his songs are a little more. Yeah, well, I do not dislike him, but I don't like him either. I have nothing against him. Let's say he's obviously good at singing. But I'm not that big on music in any case, so.
Didn't Mussolini's daughter become a famous J-pop idol?
Wait. I think not his daughter, his granddaughter.
Well, his granddaughter, was like an actress and model.
She was an actress, yeah.
She was a politician too, I think.
Yeah, some sort of.
Yeah, she was a member of the European Parliament for Forza Italia.
He was very loud. But we got worse than that. Ooh, considerably worse than that.
Speaking of, I wish streams we could play music like before and request music. Yeah, I feel the same way. I also wish that I could stream myself watching movies and television, especially with Sam. That would be fun. But we can't.
Yep. That is unfortunate.
Which I vehemently disagree with, because if I'm allowed to play video games and that's considered transformative, me doing commentary over a movie or show is also transformative. But they don't see it the same way, so whatever.
So you cannot stream a comment about... Well, I did stream some things on the other channel with, well, trailers though. reactions and stuff like that. You can't do that? It's not allowed? I don't know.
I guess you can stream like reactions to trailers. You're not allowed to stream movies.
Oh, like the whole movie, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's a bit annoying.
That was a thing a while back.
You cut out. Please cut out a little bit. That was a thing a while back.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, a while back, a bunch of people were streaming anime, and Twitch took their channels down over it. So
yeah. Yeah, I guess the reason is because games the game is made to be played, so you're not technically. It's not piracy technically, but a movie can be just watched, so you're doing something that's probably not allowed for copyright reasons, and so they don't want to receive claims and takedowns.
that's BS.
I know.
Because if I own it, I should let anyone watch it, whoever wants to watch it.
That's what used to happen back in the days. You know, people come at my place and we're going to watch a movie. So technically, you probably can't do that. I remember there was a problem with, was it the PS3? When the PS3 came out? And Sony was saying like, oh, you cannot lend your games to your friends. And you cannot let your friends play games on your console.
I think that was the Xbox One.
Oh, the Xbox maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because PlayStation made a commercial making fun of them.
Okay, then yeah, that was Microsoft.
That was when Microsoft was trying to do like digital only, and like you couldn't buy discs, you couldn't share discs or anything like that, and the PS4 did, and so they made a commercial showing you how to play or share PS4 games. And it was literally just them handing the game to the other person.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, I still have it saved.
Commercial?
Yeah.
You saved it?
Yeah. It was in one of my favorites lists for anyone that wants to see it.
Yeah, I mean, that's total crap. Like, how can you pretend that people do that? Even lending games, that should be obvious. Otherwise, that's also, that's one of the reasons why I still do prefer physical media. Like, why? So you cannot lend a digital game to your friend, obviously, but you can do it if it's a physical copy. So if you got friends and they got games, you can play their games. If they're physical, you cannot play their games if they're digital. But for me, that was a big part of my gaming experience as a kid, because I didn't have many games, but my friends did, so I would just play their games.
Fiddle asks, Nemo, how do you start being a freelancer, like from the beginning?
But I was coding, and you don't like coding. I just started. The very first thing I did was learning software first, obviously, and then I would make plugins. And after I made plugins, people started contacting me like, "Hey, can you make some small modification to this plugin?" I'm like, "Okay." And that's pretty much what happened. And then I just continued doing that. And then companies contacted me, and I would do freelancing for them. As for drawing, I used Fiverr actually at the beginning. I was on Fiverr for fun because I was training and we stuck him on for fun. First it was still some kind of training in terms of shape design, but they were very simple, so it was not at stacks, and it was kind of fun. And so I started doing it as a paid gigs on Fiverr for just a couple bucks. And then someone offered me work, and That's it. As for the rest, I did the same thing that I did with the coding job. So I started publishing things. We're not plugins, they were assets. And that's how Chase found me, actually. I started publishing assets for RPG Maker. Fiverr be a pretty good start. Yes and no, it depends. If you accept starting with very low fees at the beginning, yes. Otherwise, no. I'm not getting any work from Fiverr anymore because I raised my fees and people are very stingy. Sometimes you meet people that are extremely unfair in Fiverr and they want to pay next to nothing for services that are good or at least decent because you do the job and you're competing against people that did not do the job. So some people on Fiverr are scammers who just take other people's work, they photo bash it, and then they say, "Hey, I did this." Not everyone. I'm not, and I'm still there for some reason. Not getting much work though because also of those people. So it depends. It's a mixed bag.
Yeah, geez, that's how we met. I saw some of Nemo's monsters online, and then I emailed him asking if he'd want to do commission for me.
No, go why?
And he probably thought about it, and then he saw the concepts, and we're like, "These are awesome. I'm gonna do them."
Any recommendations how to get commissions? Yeah, post your work.
Good work.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you need to do. You post good work and people will come to you naturally.
Yeah, take the best stuff that you've done in your free time, post them as examples, and then say, "Yeah, this is what I can do."
And you can also use, I'm sending you the link later, hopefully if I remember. There are some communities for work on Reddit, but I never got work through those. You can try though. But you gotta have at least 6 good pieces to show. 6 is the bare minimum. 6 pieces on ArtStation, and then you might even get contacted by someone. It's a little harder on ArtStation because the quality is really high overall, and it's like for me it's also hard because I do mostly like JRPG looking stuff, and that's not very popular on ArtStation for Western companies.
Yeah,
They
Nemo got pretty lucky with me contacting him because that's the exact style that I like. So
yeah. Well, then I got others too, but I was busy, so I couldn't do it. I actually turned down a job offer at a company last year because I was not drawing for a while. Doing the same things more or less in a slightly different style, more like Okami, the game.
yeah,
Yeah, something like that. Doing monsters, kind of like that.
do you regret that?
A little bit, but I was not in the mindset for working on illustrations, so I would have probably done a terrible job and I would have quit. So now I can say, hey, I'm available now.
And plus, you probably wouldn't be able to do these streams where we got to
Also
meet lots
true.
of nice people.
Oh, I mean, it was still pretty free. I could have worked like as a freelancer when I wanted. It was not in-house, so it was a smaller indie company. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. I've got a bit of progress in. Not too bad. It looks very disgusting, which is good. So, yeah, good luck, Fiddle. Just post a link to your ArtStation in the Discord, and I'm gonna follow you later. So, let us know. Yeah, and for the rest, I guess, yeah, my phone tells me it's the time to stop streaming. So I'm gonna stop streaming because my phone is the law for me. Thank you, Fiddle, Cheese, obviously Chase. Fiddle's girlfriend, she was not here. She was on the Discord. Alessandro and Suda17. And also...
Sorrow.
Yeah. Saru or Saro from YouTube a while ago. I don't know if you're still there, but thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and we're gonna continue this ugly thing. Okay.